Moaning Meghan Markle struck again today using a latest podcast to complain she was objectified in her role as a briefcase girl on America's Deal or No Deal, a job in which she was literally paid to wear a nice dress and hold a briefcase. That's what the job was. Meghan Markle, every time she and Harry, I think they've reached a nadir of self-aggrandizing, self-absorbed nonsense. Up they pop with something even more ridiculous.
Yeah, and the way she talks about this is if she's describing some really serious trauma that she went through. She had to open a briefcase, and that's all that she had to do.
That was
Except
the job.
she also had to, you're paid to look attractive. That's what the job is. You know when you sign up. And to say she was forced to do it, no, you agreed to take the job. To me, this makes about as much sense as accepting a job at Subway and saying it's sexist when a man asks you to make him a sandwich.
I will find myself cowering and tiptoeing into a room where, I don't know if you ever do that, the thing that I find the most embarrassing. When you're saying a sentence, but the intonation goes up like it's a question.
Oh, man.
And you're like, oh my God, stop. Stop like whispering and tiptoeing around it. Just say what it is that you need. You're allowed to set a boundary. You're allowed to be clear. It does not make you demanding. It does not make you difficult. It makes you clear.
Meghan Markle got her career start as a Deal or No Deal model, but now she's come out regretting being on the show. And Meghan Markle was on the game show Deal or No Deal from 2006 to 2007 doing 34 episodes. And she was paid $800 per episode, meaning she made a little over $27,000 doing the show. But now Meghan Markle came out saying she regrets doing the show in the first place, saying she was treated as a bimbo. Criticizing the series, saying they had very conventional beauty standards and wouldn't allow for different types of women to appear. Then criticizing the show, saying they never cared about the models' brains, but only how they looked. There is some defense to the show, and that's that models like Claudia Jordan were able to get some initial TV exposure and help them get other work in the future. And it was Meghan Markle's only TV role in 2007, so while not the best, it did keep her on television. And then there are some people like Vanna White, who became a celebrity as a game show model and is now paid $10 million a year. And Vanna White, at 65 years old, is still extremely popular in Wheel of Fortune, and nobody's asked to replace her with a younger model. While Deal or No Deal might not be the dream job for an actress, it does get some career start and also does pay pretty well. So while I understand the reasons, I think Meghan Markle's being a little harsh here, and with that, I'm Charles Prowl, please subscribe.
Well, guess what? It's been another day of Meghan Markle playing the victim. This time, revealing in her latest podcast episode that she felt objectified as a bimbo, as a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal, and why she now regrets that she ever did the job in the first place.
She has a blanket that sits across her knees for warmth, and it was chilly. And she was like, Meghan, come on, and put it over my knees as well.
So it seems like Meghan Markle is really feeling the heat after she made some comments on her podcast Archetyped, basically calling herself and all the women on Deal or No Deal bimbos. And they haven't been reacting to it well. There have been quite a few women who have come out and said that was not their experience, that they felt very valued, that their work experience with Howie Mandel and the rest of the show was absolutely fantastic. This includes the wardrobe designer, who was also a woman. So it feels like there's been a lot of backlash against Meghan's comments. And to kind of deflect, Meghan has gone on a paparazzi stroll in Montecito. Now, why do I call this a deflection? Well, Meghan has lived in Montecito for over 2 years, and we've had one official kind of paparazzi capture that we've had. Basically, we haven't had anything else. So I think this is pretty clear. This is a deflection maneuver after kind of a week of bad press. So she just kind of wants to get out there a nice, pretty face. So guys, what do you think?
Harry has finally come out with his new book called Victim. Oh wait, it's called Spare. Prince Harry will be starting at the day of his mother's funeral and going all the way through to when he met his new mother, Meghan. Must say, the chosen title is very raunchy. I was expecting it to be something a lot more fluffy, like Finding Freedom or another Nelson Mandela quote that he loves to use. But no, it looks like Harry's gonna unleash all and try yet again to ruin the royal family. People are speculating on just how explosive this book is going to be. And I'll tell you one thing, for £35 million, there's going to be some seriously explosive allegations towards the royal family. Publishers do not pay $35 million for nothing.
Meghan's been showing controlling signs for years. The first very visible sign dates back to 2019. When Harry was having a polite conversation with a family, Meghan just stands up and silently commands Harry to stop talking. Look, Harry has not even finished his sentence. Even Meghan is still saying something, but she's already on the go. This time is very interesting for analysis, because we can see what foreshadowed this gesture. Let's begin with the moment this lady hands them bracelets. Can you spot Meghan's real reaction? Yes, here it is. The classic jaw clenching. And while there seems no reason for a reaction like that, let's take a look at more clues. While Meghan was listening to the lady talk, her hands were restless and she was pinching the skin beside her nails.
That's a common signal of anxiety and impatience. It doesn't help that at this moment her smile was not the most genuine. She has done a better work in her smile in other times, but in this one her cheeks lacked that pressure into her eyes.
The corners of her mouth are more intense than her eyes. They are too out of sync to be genuine. A second later, she does a much better job. But one more second, and she's